Okay, here's some pictures of this microscope, and I'm using this super duper headset for light. And I'm just looking at this microscope. You know, this is really fine quality, very fine quality, every part. It's not a piece of junk. It's not a toy. But it's at a low enough price that your kids could buy this and you'll be really, really happy. Everybody in the family will use it. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to look at some moths that I have right down here. And we're going to see what this microscope can do. Okay, here's how you turn it on. You take this right button here, press it, and hold it. Okay, that little light, blue light flashed. When it stopped flashing, it came on. And let's just take a look at what we can see here. Now this is with no external light. Now take a look how dark it is in this room. Take a look at how dark it is. So we're looking at the picture, and I'm going to focus it in. And look at this. This is real dark with no external light. Now look at that beautiful picture. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful picture? I'm going to turn the external light on and let's see what happens when I turn external power. Look at that. Now you can see it has its own light here, see? It has a little control. You can probably barely see my hand, but it has a little thumb wheel control right here. I'm going to turn the light all the way up. I'm going to focus it even better. Look at that. Now let's look in and zoom in. And there's a zoom knob right here on the side. The left side is a zoom knob, and this appears to be a locking knob. Now see how far it is? Look how far it is away here. So we go back in the very back, and there's another adjustment that you could allow to slide the microscope all the way down. We're going to take it all the way down. Look at that. Here's my finger. Look at that. And I've been working outside. Let's see what my fingernail looks like. Look at my fingernail. I can't believe the green and yellow. I've been working outside a little bit today, working around the yard. Look at that. What did I work on? It has green. This is what a forensic scientist sees. And he looks at that. He says, hey, he's got this grease. Look at the grease in my finger. Look at it all in all the pores in between the cells. Look at that. You can see the hairs. Isn't that something? Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. And you know what? I'm using a camera to take these pictures. I'm using a camera off the screen. But this thing has a 1080p output. 1080. All I have to do is put a memory card. It also has outputs on top. It's like a professional. It is. It's a professional unit. An inexpensive professional unit. And a guy 10 years ago, if he had this, he'd be dying. Some scientist out in the field, he'd be dying. Let's take a look at my watch. Okay, you can see it right there. And what you're seeing, those bright light reflections, are the LEDs from the internal lighting. And we're going to turn that down and we can see how that works. Look at that. Look at that. And look how well the night sensitivity is on this. The night sensitivity on this camera is fantastic because it's the camera in the microscope that we're looking at. And look at this. It's really, really super nice. Look at that. And we're going to turn this up. And I'm going to zoom in on the watch. Okay, we see the second hand going by again. It has 1080p capability. I'm using this mini microscope to inspect these connectors, and look at the clarity on that. Look at that. The little mini microscope, look at that thing. Fantastic. This is one of the best buys I've ever bought. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Now take a look at this. I'm looking at this LED movie light that I just got. And I bought this device, and look at this. This is really interesting. This is a microscope where I can examine everything now. Now take a look at what these LEDs look like. When you look at this, I can come right down here and see this little wire coming across. Look at that little wire. I don't know how many times this is magnified, but it's way up there. And those are actually the LEDs. And the little tiny micro wires that are connecting them. Now here we are looking at the LEDs a little bit farther away. That's what it looks like. These are the LEDs in the headlamp. These are the super power ones. These are the red LEDs.